All righty, we'll let everybody get signed on. How you doing, Tammy?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks, Carl.
Another beautiful day in paradise.
It is.
So Tammy and I are doing speaking at an event, and we wanted to dash here on Friday's class just real quick. We've got about 15, maybe 20 minutes, and we were sitting a couple days ago saying, okay, when we do this on Friday, we're going to have about 15, 20 minutes. What's a message we can deliver in 15, 20 minutes that gives a very specific instruction of what you do? Because we don't like to do the woo-woo stuff. We want to give you strategies that you can go out and go implement right away and see
immediate results,
massive results.
Yes.
And so I'm going to give Tammy all the credit on this one. Tammy came up with this. This is something that I had done in our mortgage business since the beginning of time. And I would say this definitely ranks extremely high on the most effective things I've ever done in my mortgage business. I would put this, call capture, and video marketing.
Marketing to your database, which includes the video marketing. Yes.
Exactly, as the top thing. So this has had massive, massive, massive results of income. And also something I like about this particular strategy, Tammy, is it brings incredible joy,
fulfillment. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, to not just to us, but to the people that surround us. So it makes us a lot of money, and it makes a lot of people happy in the process.
Yeah.
So I like that.
So we call this the money tree, and it's how to convert your referral sources, and that is anybody, friends, family members, actual real estate agents, business people, CPAs, financial, anybody that ever refers a business to you. This is how to convert them into even more and make them want to send even more business your way.
Next slide. There we go.
So I don't know if you remember, Carl, the commercial from years ago, and you never had
I'm too young.
a need for this. But
this was before my time.
I know. But there was a commercial by L'Oreal that said, you're going to love this product so much that you'll tell two friends, and then they'll tell two friends, and then and so on and so on. And it just massively exploded so that all of these women were having, L'Oreal do their hair. And so that's kind of the where this came from for me.
Kind of like the Amway circles.
Kind of.
Where if you told somebody and they told two people, they told two people, they told two people, and each one of those told two people, basically it's like I hate to use the word pyramid, but this is a real legal pyramid to massively explode your business. So,
and it was a good thing. It was a good product. It was a good, the ladies were, happy to refer their friends. So the real name for this ought to be the I'm Thankful tree.
Yes.
But, that's not as sexy as the money tree.
Yeah, the money tree sounds, so there's two classes I go to, I'm Thankful or the money tree.
Which one do I pick?
The money tree, right.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think what you come up with here, so in this strategy on how it brings in massive amounts of loans, and reinforces the behavior of people sending us loans while not costing us literally a dime, what it really does is it brings joy to other people in the process, because it takes, you and I were talking right before we started today's class, that it takes something that we have discovered and just really puts a spotlight on it. And that thing is how important it is to let people know how important they are to you. So I think everybody's walking around with a sign around our necks. I am Tammy. You are.
Yes, and we feel that is so important. We have a whole entire class on just that.
Just this. That everybody's walking around with a sign around their neck, make me feel important. And so people that refer us business, I don't like to say we make them feel important, because that might be a little manipulation and, well, I'm making them feel important. Maybe they are, maybe aren't, but I'm making them feel important. So I prefer to use the term, it's real important to let people become aware of how important they are to you, and they'll refer business when you do that. So like in a case where if a real estate agent is referring you business, or a coworker or a friend or whatever is referring you business, we're not just making them feel important when we say thank you. they are important. We're letting them aware of how important they are, because they're helping us feed our families or buy our car. You just got a new car.
Yep.
So they help us get our new cars, or our feed our families, take vacations, put our kids through college, buy that new boat that you're looking for, provide for that retirement that you're looking for, putting your family in safety. These people are like your best friends ever. And so what we're going to do is talk about how you let people aware of how grateful you are for them referring you business. And in doing that, using scripts to get even more referrals from those people going forward.
Yes.
So this will make sense as we go through. This is a really, really, really big deal, though.
So what the money tree is, it's kind of like if you did a genealogy chart on your family and you put, here I am now, who were my parents and who were their parents and who were their parents. It goes out a long, long, long way, and you can go back, some people can find, their ancestors back to Columbus,
And you know what, and going on how powerful this is, did you know, and I Googled this, so I read it, but then I looked
and we know everything you Google's true.
Well, yeah, but I looked at in multiple sources, that 10% of the people, of people here in the United States today, 10% of them can track themselves back to the Mayflower. 10%. Now that's hundreds of millions of people, the 10% is. And the Mayflower, I can't remember, I remember looking it up, it was like 140 came over on the Mayflower. Half of those died the first year.
Yeah.
So out of 70 people, through what we're going to be showing today, has grown to hundreds of millions of people.
Speaking of the Mayflower,
Yes.
So have you ever heard that April showers bring Mayflowers?
Yes.
Do you know what Mayflowers bring?
No.
Pilgrims.
Yeah. So tell us about the genealogy chart here.
So you would be doing almost basically the same identical thing as tracking your family gene chart. So
Yes.
you're going to see who referred this client to you. And I've got a little chart that's going to help out with this. So you're going to see who referred this client to me. And you'll write their phone number down. And then whether you're using your own, some CRMs track this for you, or you may have to, just sit there and, use your old, good old fashioned brain and kind of remember back to who referred them to me.
So like this. So I got a closing today.
Yes.
And I close them. So I put client's name.
Yes.
And then I go, all right, who referred that client? And I would say
Realtor Mary.
Realtor Mary. Perfect.
How did I meet Realtor Mary?
I met Realtor Mary because she was the listing agent of a deal that I did for Mr. and Mrs. Jones, who was referred, which was Realtor Bill. Where I met Realtor Bill was at an open house that I helped host with Realtor Susan. So Realtor Susan, see if I remember this. So Realtor Susan had me had invited me to do an open house with her where I met Realtor Bill. And the closing I did with Realtor Bill, I met Realtor Mary because she was the listing agent. And once I met with her, then she referred me this client that I just closed today.
Right.
All right. So you follow this?
It could be with, someone you met at the Chamber of Commerce. And it could go in all different directions.
It could be Aunt Susan.
Yes.
It could be like who referred them? How did you meet that person? Where did you meet them and how did you meet them? Maybe it was a Chamber of Commerce meeting. Where did you meet this person?
Right.
So then
you're going to just do what one of our basic human needs are, is you're going to call that person and say, thank you. And the more times you say thank you to somebody and let that be your operating, mode, the more things that you're going to attract to yourself to be thankful for. I mean, it puts you in a very wonderful spirit. And so the scripts for some of these are going to be just calling the person up. So I've got two different scripts here. One for if the person would kind of know who it was. Hey, I'm just calling to let you know, hey, I just got a referral from so-and-so, and it was because of you I met them. And so they kind of know that person. So that's this script. Then I have another script for, this was 7 people ago, so they couldn't possibly know the person that's referring. So this one was, hey, Realtor Mary, I was just calling to let you know, or we're on Bob, I guess, because we met Bob through Mary. So, hey, this is Tammy. I was just calling to let you know how much I appreciate you. Because of you, I met Mary. who introduced me to the Joneses. And now the Joneses are doing a mortgage with me. And I just wanted to let you know, you're responsible for helping me grow my business. And I wanted to tell you, I really, really appreciate that and thank you. And because of wonderful referrals like you, you know, and then tell them something good, you know,
Yeah.
I'm putting my kid through college, you know, my kid just got back from Sri Lanka, or a $4,000 mile bike ride across the nation. And it's because of people like you, and I just wanted to let you know I'm grateful.
So I would call Realtor Bob, say, Realtor Bob, remember that our last deal we did with John and Susie Doe Buyer? Yes. Well, remember the listing agent, that was Mary. Yes, Carl. So Mary referred me over a deal today, and we've got them in process, and it looks like it's going to go through. And I just want to call and let you know that I would have never met Mary, the listing agent, had you not referred me to Jane and John Doe Borrower, and the house they bought was Mary's listing. Had you not referred those people, I would not have been working on this person today. So in essence, Bob, you referred me this other couple today, and I just want to let you know, brother, you're impacting my business and and helping me, my family, and helping me help even more families in ways you may have not even thought about. So when you referred me this one person, I've now got a referral through somebody else because of Realtor Mary, but none of that would have happened, Bob, if it wasn't for you. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you, brother, that even when you're,
say that's so great, Carl.
even when
Oh
you're,
my God.
even when you're sleeping at night, you don't know it, but you're helping me build my business because of referrals you gave me in the past. And Bob, I love working with people that you refer me to, brother. Don't ever stop it.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
exactly.
And now, Bob, I've made him aware how he's even more important than he thinks he is, because he knows he referred me that one, but now I've told him that one referred me another one, and it's kind of like the mushroom effect.
Yes.
You know, where
The
it's
L'Oreal effect. That's
a
what I
L'Oreal
call
effect.
that. And
Yes.
they'll tell two people, and so on and so on.
so now Bob feels special.
Yeah, because he is special.
Because he is special, and he goes, wow, that was kind of cool. So I referred him a deal. Carl, being who he is, met with the listing agent and got a deal from them, and all that because I sent Carl this one person. He had 2 more closings now. Cool. And people like impacting other people in massive ways.
And being told thank you.
And being told thank you. So this might sound a little woo-woo-ish, guys. I'm telling you, this is powerful stuff. This is core human emotion. And the right people, the kind of agents that you want to work with, when you call them up and thank them for something that's happened on the downlink that they didn't even know about.
Who does that? Nobody.
Freaking
No
nobody.
one says thank
No,
you.
no.
Especially 2 people back. They may say thank you for this deal. Hey, it was great working with you. Thanks.
Yeah,
Give me more.
yeah.
You know, is the basic thing, but not this. This
No.
is, you know, hey,
That downlink,
squaring someone up in the eye and saying, man, you've made a
you're impacting
huge
my family.
impact. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, nothing will force people to send you more business than things like this, where you're letting them aware. People like being a part of something bigger than themselves.
They do. Yeah.
And so, like, if you look, and I'm not saying this being disrespectful because I'm a veteran myself, but if you look at people that go into the armed services, they're getting shot at, literally. So I was in the Air Force. We didn't get shot at. But you look at some of these people, like our friend Ken Travis, where they're getting shot at as Marines, and it's all because they want to be something part of bigger than themselves. So it fulfills a core emotion that's so big, people will risk their life for it. So when you call people up and thank them for being a part of something bigger than themselves, when they didn't even realize that they were, it reinforces, not only is it the right thing to do, it reinforces them to
I
refer
want to do
you.
that again.
Yeah, to refer you even more people, so they'll get even more thank you calls, and they feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. And so there's a lot of like mind work that goes into this. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is very, very powerful stuff. All right, you got another.
And these make such amazing phone calls. I mean, some of my people say, gosh, I have a hard time making my phone calls. I feel weird. I feel salesy. I feel blah, blah, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But these are amazing phone calls to make.
I promise you one thing that'll never happen. You call somebody to thank them for helping you help your family. And I promise you somebody's going to say, hey man, you're bugging me. I was busy. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get off the phone. Don't ever call and thank me again. That'll never happen.
Ever.
what you'll find is they'll refer even more people to reinforce that behavior because they liked getting those phone calls saying thank you. So Tammy, you and I talked to, I mean, literally thousands upon thousands of people via classes, via online stuff, via the social media. I mean, we have a
traveling the country.
We have a huge footprint. And I say that very humbly and very gratefully, but it's an enormous reach. And just yesterday, I was at a place doing a little speaking gig, and during the lunch break, a couple of the guys went out and bought me a $50 gift certificate at a cool store that was right next door as their way of saying thank you. Now, you and I are doing pretty well these days, and $50 here or there really doesn't mean that much. But I can tell you, when these guys went out during lunch and brought me back, I'd never met them before, so I didn't know who they were. And that was their way of saying, hey, the morning was awesome, thank you so much. And when they brought me that little card, man, it just touched me.
It's like getting $10,000 almost.
It went more. I would have rather had the experience of getting this card than another $10,000 in my bank account. And that's the truth. So it really touched me and impacted me. And we talk to thousands of people, and we get love notes and people saying thank you.
I like wine.
Yeah, Tammy likes wine. But every time somebody reaches out, squares us up, and says thank you so much for the information you gave us, man, it touches me.
Yeah. They had to put thought into thinking about it. Yeah. They discussed it amongst each other. Hey, let's do this nice thing they had to find the store. They had to, so it took time, energy, effort to make it happen.
And you know what? I might not never cash that $50. I might not never actually go to the store, perhaps. I probably will. I will, but that's not the point. The point is, I don't know, it's just nice being told thank you.
It is.
And so when you tell people thank you, it really impacts them. And after they gave that at lunch, it's like I felt this thing of I need to step up my game and even give more.
Re-energize you.
It did. And so it's like I wanted to bring even more awesomeness to them after the lunch period. And it didn't. I think it made me step up my game even more, as simple as that sounds, even more. So very powerful. All right, let's go over I know you got another script. So this is for the script.
When you know people.
Okay.
I mean, when you can go back just a few people and they'll know who you're talking about. Hey, I met Mary because of you, because of, whatever. Sometimes when you do this though, especially if you've been in business for a while, I had someone who did this and they were able to track back almost every single loan that they did back to about 4 key people in their business. So this, you could be going back 5, 6, 7 times now, if you keep good records and you're going back. And so sometimes they're not going to have any idea who you're talking about when you say that. So this is what this script is for. It's like, hey, I'm getting ready to help this amazing family get their mortgage. And although you probably don't know them, I wanted to call and let you know that you're responsible in an indirect way of me meeting them. Because,
so maybe like an example of this maybe, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is like you invited me to an open house.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the open house and I met somebody. And you might not even know I met that person there, but the person reached out to me after the open house, or maybe you invited me to come speak at the Realtors Association. Yeah. Or maybe you're the broker of the office and I came and taught a class at your office or something. So it wasn't a direct referral from you, but you put me in a position that I got that referral from that other person. Is that right?
Or in our other example of our little money tree thing, the person who is at the very bottom of the barrel, they may not know who Mary was because we skipped the person. So they may know the middle person, but they may not know the top person. So it's just giving you a way of saying, you probably don't know this family I'm getting ready to help, but I wanted to let you know that because of you, and because of referrals that you made, and I don't think you have to list all 20 people in front of them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But kind of just refresh your memory. Because of you, I met a couple of real estate agents, and then they started referring business over and everything like that. But it basically goes back to that time that we were together at that open house.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to let you know that because you introduced me to them, it set off this humongous series of events that helped me meet other people, and now I get to help this family. And so I just wanted to say you're awesome, and to thank you for the confidence that you have in me and my team.
To introduce me to your friends.
Yeah, and just, being a part of my life, and, I'm grateful.
Yeah. So this is really powerful, guys. So, so what you do on this, just as an overview, is you look at the loan you got now, and you go, who referred this?
And I'll put that little chart, you know, with the tree on
Yep.
it with all this stuff. I have it going out 7 people, I think. So
Yeah,
I just,
okay,
you know, took a
okay.
picture of that, but I have it. So we'll put this up there with
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
So go outside. So you go, I got this deal. Who referred him to me? Bob. How did I meet Bob? Through Susie. How did I meet Susie? Through Jimmy. And so I'm going to call each person along the way and say, hey, I got a deal today. I'm helping a family. And it's because you introduced me to Bob, who introduced me to this, who introduced me to this. And again, like you said, you might not go through the whole family tree of it, but just through a series of events, because I met that one, I've got another deal today. And I just wanted to call and let you know that I appreciate you. And while you were sleeping at night, while you were having breakfast this morning, because of referral you gave me a year and a half ago,
Or 10 years ago.
or 10 years ago, I got another deal today. I get the opportunity to help another family. And had you not made that introduction to me 6.5 years ago, so 6.5 years later, you're still helping me out. And I
Yeah.
just really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now, this comes to be a problem, Tammy, because
Yeah, this is what I love. It's like, well, what do you mean? I have a lot of people. I could be on the phone all day.
thinking people.
Really?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And if you've listened to some of the other classes that we've done, you're going to have help. You're going to have, you know, loan partners. You're going to have assistants. You're going to have people doing the minutia of the loan. So you've got plenty of time to
Yes.
make you ungrateful,
Yes.
unthankful calls.
This would be a very good, our hope for you is that this would consume your entire day calling people, thanking them for leads. That means that you're getting nothing but leads all day long. So this is a very, very, I mean, ideally, instead of having coffee appointments necessarily all day long, you're on the phone making thank you calls all day long, because this is, you're on the phone calling people all the time, thanking them, because you're getting all this business to be thankful for. And when you call these people, so you might call you know, I've had some pivotal people in my career that, and you bring up Mary. So Mary's one of these pivotal people where I met a lot of agents through Mary, who's one of our Freedom Club coaches now. She was one of my original mentors. That because she joined me, or because we started working together early in my career, she's been responsible indirectly through the money tree thing for just a lot of loans. And so I might be calling Mary every other day, per se,
Yeah.
thanking her for a referral. And Mary will tell you, I could never call her too often and tell her thank you.
Yeah.
Actually,
she helped me make this PowerPoint, so she's very pivotal in helping
Yeah.
me, you know, put this together, because she did this in her career as well. And she's the one that told me she got down to 4 people that she knew was responsible for growing this mega real estate business that she created.
Yeah. So it's very powerful. This is a very good use of your day. So what Pinky do?
So one of our private clients said, hey, I just made my money tree calls, and I got 4 people to say thank you for the lead. And the person at the top of the tree was so pleasantly surprised by the call, immediately starts saying, hey, I tell everybody about you. Hey, I tell everybody. I don't even have to ask him for it. So thanks for the idea. And then a couple people down, Michael said, oh my gosh, awesome, Pinky. I've been doing the same thing. It's amazing how it forces you into calling your top referral sources and saying thank you.
Yeah.
Every time.
And you'll just get more business from it.
Yeah.
So this is a very powerful thing. So how do we keep track of who referred who referred this person, who referred that person? So there's a couple different ways you can do it. A lot of the CRM programs,
a lot of them will do this.
We'll have this.
Yeah, and they're too exhaustive to go into. I mean, there's Jungo, there's Mortgage Quest, there's Be in Touch, there's
Top of Mind.
So
So I'm assuming all of those you could keep track of who referred the sources. If you don't have a CRM, I would recommend get one. But if you don't have one, the old-fashioned way that I did it when I first started was on each file, I would write on the front page who referred that person.
Yeah, so you can use a little chart that I have there.
And so I would just simply, I saw I got a closing with Bob, Jane and John Doe, and I go, they were referred by Susan. And so then I would look to see how did I meet with Susan, and just do a hard copy file of it if you need to. And by the way, this will also go in a case when your past database of closed loans, when they refer you to somebody. This isn't necessarily, of course, just real estate agents you're going to be calling. It's like you said a little earlier. This might be people in your past database. I might call people in my past database that referred me to somebody who referred me to somebody that I met an agent with. And so I might be calling them.
Hey, you referred me your sister, who referred me her best friend, who referred me her daughter, you know?
Yeah, who I then met their agent, was a listing agent, and that listing agent's now referring me business all the time. Thank you so much for impacting my business. So this isn't just for the professionals that we call, this is for the home, you know, the people in our database, our past borrowers. So this is extremely powerful. It would be a very good use of your time to keep track of who referred and call those people up and thank them. And, you know, and if you want to, you know, you could also say, hey, thanks so much for having an impact on my business. I appreciate you always referring to me. And it's nice knowing that I can count on you to give me a call every time that somebody comes, you know, to you to refer to. So I don't necessarily do the old Tim Brahim thing. And I like, Tim's a great guy, by the way, so I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm going to say. But like, I think he's the one that came up with the original, who do you know who? So when you call somebody and say, who do you know, who else do you know? On these people that are referring to you all the time, I don't corner them per se, because they're already referring to me. So I don't say, who else do you know, on this very specific. That's a good script, don't get me wrong. And if I'm meeting somebody for the first time and I'm just starting to get referrals, it's an excellent script. For somebody that refers me in and out all the time, I don't know that I would corner them. I think it's more of a thank you.
Yeah.
And it's nice knowing I can count on you to give me a call.
Yeah, so those guys that gave you the gift certificate didn't say, hey, Carl, here's a $50 gift certificate. Now make sure you give us some good information this afternoon.
Yeah, what else can you tell us this afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. You know, it's kind of putting me on the spot. It's like, dude, I'm already here giving you good stuff. So yeah. So you get the idea behind this. So you know, one thing that we figured out early in the game, Tammy, is that we're not in the mortgage business. We're in the marketing to our database business.
Yeah.
And that was really the thing that's turned it all around to make.
And our database includes referral partners and past clients.
That's right, realtors and lay people.
So that's it.
That's it. I think we did it in about 10, 15 minutes here. So we gotta head back downstairs and go back on stage here. Guys, don't take this one lightly. This is a very, very, very powerful thing. It doesn't cost you, not that it matters, but it doesn't cost you a darn dime.
You know what? And I put a challenge out there. You guys do this next week, and then
let us know how it's working out for you.
Yeah, I'd love to see a post on the website. Hey, I did these calls and this is what happened. I would love to see that.
If you make these calls, you will be making that post.
Yes.
Because it will work for you.
Yes.
No little asterisk. So Tammy, just giving credit where credit due. Tammy's the one that put this together, so kudos to you. You got some killer stuff. So.
And I'll give credit where it's due. You know, I got it from Mary. So.
Yeah. So and Mary's not here, so we need to call her and thank her now.
Yes.
So
yes.
All right, guys. So hey, by the way, anytime you see Tammy and I doing our training events, boy, this would be a really good use of your time to come to these things. It's literally transformational. If you've never been to one, it'd be a very, very, very good use of your time.
So how do they find us, Carl?
And well, there's a couple ways. You know, I tell you what I would do. I would call Diane in our office, and I'd ask her where we're going next.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you ask her real nicely, is there any kind of a discount code? Often we give our MMA members, our family here. Often we give a deep discount. So it's just kind of a break even thing for us. But it would be an honor to have you guys come to these. It's really good stuff. It's truly life transformational.
And the number is 727-787-2275.
What's the number again?
727-787-CARL. 2275.
2275. That's right. And ask for Diane.
Yes.
And tell Diane we said it was okay to give out the discount for the MMA members, and she'll give you a discount, and she'll tell you where we're coming next. And sometimes she'll know before we announce it to the public sometimes. So we would love to see you. And then when you come, if you'd like, we'll put you up on stage and you can tell us how you did the money tree and the results of that. And you can help us teach that class by showing the results that you've had. So thanks for being you. Thanks for letting us be a part of your life.
Exactly.
And we'll see you here next week.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.